Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to see how we can use GitHub using Visual Studio Code. So in order to get started, first we need to make sure that whether we have Git or not. So in order to see whether we have Git or not, we need to go into the command prompt and type git ~hyphen and version. So as you can see, it's not showing anything, so we need to install it first. So in order to install it, you need to go to GitHub website. Let me just search installing GitHub. So inside that you will find this link GSMIN or SCM, and when you click on it, it will tell you to download it. So I have a 64-bit Windows, so I will just download this one, and it will ask for save. So it's downloaded now, so we can just click on this and try to install it in our Windows machine. We'll choose yes, and we will be using all the pre-configured things which are coming by default, so we are not going to change anything inside this. Click next, 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 and it will start installing your Git setup. So after that it will ask for these things. I will just choose next now, and it will give this page. So in order to see whether it is installed or not, you need to go to the command prompt and type this command. So we are not going to use this one because this command prompt instance is not having any information about the newly installed Git. So we will just again go to run, and I will just click on lens and command, and it will bring command prompt, and from command prompt I will type git ~version, and as you can see it's showing it's installed. So now we have a command line integrated with our command prompt, so git is usable now. So now we have installed this one. Now we need to go to our Git account in order to create any new repository. So let's just go to git.com, I think. Okay, this is something. I will just search get repo, and it will bring us this one, github.com. So it will ask for your sign in and credential in order to fetch your repositories. So I will just sign this up. After entering username and password, it will ask for a device verification, and it will send the OTP to your Gmail account. So I will just try to verify this. So this is the code which I received in my Gmail. So I will just try to verify it. And as you can see, it's get verified, and I'm here. So for this demo, I will be creating totally a new repository so that we can get understanding how we can start with this. So according to the Git, we can have unlimited repository, but the space limit is only 500 MB. So you need to make sure what you are uploading in this, and always remember that don't check in your library files in this. So for creating a new repository, you need to click on this plus icon. This is my ID, and this is a profile, and your projects and something similar. So I will just click on plus and create a new repository. So I will just name this like test. Okay, let me just say it like Mizing Online GitHub demo, or I think I should do it GitHub demo. And we will leave it like that. You can choose private or public according to your own need, and just click on create repository. So after creating this, you will find this landing page, which will tell you the basic commands of what you have, what you can use with Git and all, and that's the whole thing about this. And so this is your public URL, which can be used for sharing your code online, and also used for cloning. So cloning is a concept in which you clone or copy all the files which existed within this path. So that is like that. So let's just start with create new file option, and I will just add some HTML file like sample.html, and I can add like HTML tag in this. So I have added a few lines of code in this basic HTML, and when you scroll down, you will find that it will ask for commit related information. So you can see it's showing that sample.html, and ask for the extended description. So I will just say that testing adding of file using web, and this will be the commenting text which will be providing you information about the check-in which we have done for this particular project. So I have added this file, and for adding this file, the reason why I added this file, I have added this, and I think it supports only 50 characters. If you going to add more than that, it will give an error. And we need to click on the commit new file. So when we do that, what it will do, it will create a new file and add it to your project. So now when you add your file or anything for the first time, what it will do, it will create a branch for us. So master branch is going to be there. And so for those who don't know about the branch, whenever you create any Git project, there must be a one branch which is called master. So you have to have that convention. That's why we are not able to give any name to that. So master branch is always the main branch, and when we try to add new things, we will be creating new branches and then try to merge with this. So then another thing is new pull request, which we will do it from the Visual Studio Code, and here you will see clone or download. So it will provide again the whole path which will be used for pulling all the data which is present in this to your respective ID, whether it's Visual Studio or Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code. So this is all the things which we actually care about. So we have one public library which we will try to clone from inside Visual Studio Code. So let's go to Visual Studio Code. So as you can see, there is a bunch of things which is there, and we need to find how we can clone our project. So for that we need to find something. Okay, let me just open it again. I think it's this Visual Studio Code doesn't have information about the newly installed Git software. So I will just click on new window, and here we need to see something called clone. So all the related things related to clone and check-in comes under this with this icon, which is a source control icon. So when you click on it, it will ask open folder or clone repository. So in our case, we have created a repository, so we will try to clone it. So clone is a concept of fetching all the files which exist in your project to your local directory. So when you click on the clone repository, it will ask for a URL, and then he wants us to press enter. So we need to copy our URL from here. So I will just use Ctrl+C from here and paste it in here. So as you can see, this is our public URL and .git is our Git repository. And when we click enter, it will ask where you should put your code. So we need to get inside this, and we will create here. So VS Code and select repository location will be here, and I will click select repository location. So as you can see, it start fetching the files from the Git, and when you go here and click on open folder, it should have this. So as you can see, it just created. It's 11 p.m. right now. So we need to select this folder, and this folder should have the files which we have created in our web portal. So this is that file sample.html, and if you can recall, this is here. So inside that I have added a sample hi. So this is the same thing which we have in our file. So that's how you can clone any Git repository. So after cloning it, we can do some changes inside it, and then try to create a new branch. So I will be covering this in my next video. So I hope you like it and get to know that how you can clone the project from Visual Studio Code. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.